Hi, I'm Thad West, CEO of ISOS Technology, sitting here today with Sandeep Patel, our Global Alliance Manager. Sandeep and I are going to talk about some leading indicators that we're seeing here at ISOS Technology. So we get a good feel for what people are interested based on the content they download from us. So what we want to do is share with you our top 5 downloaded pieces. Starting with number 5, Sandeep, roll us into number 5.
Yeah, number 5 was our webinar on SRE and service level objectives, 5 ways to deliver exceptional service. This webinar was amazing. I think, we had some great folks like Isaac from the president of Star CIO, as well as interviews with some of the DevOps and SRE leaders on how they kind of partner and integrate their workflows and deliver pretty much exceptional services and experiences for their clients. So that was number 5.
Excellent. Number 4 was a white paper on Jira Service Management. So we talked about a modern ITSM solution for an evolving IT landscape. So again, piggybacking off of all of the excitement in ITSM, as well as all of the awards that Atlassian has won in ITSM, as well as us being the ITSM Partner of the Year, there's a lot of interest on how to really make Jira Service Management fly, how to set it up properly in an ITSM solution. Number 3, Sandeep, what do we got?
3 Agile and DevOps best practices for success in Atlassian Cloud. This was a great panel discussion with a lot of great experts in the space, just talking about how to really help teams and folks transition to Agile. I think obviously with Atlassian's acquisition and Align rollout, you see a lot of movement in the industry. Organizations are looking at, hey, how do we implement Agile, become more Agile, utilize SAFe and other programs? And there's just a ton to go into in terms of people, process, tools. And it's not a simple investment. So this webinar was it was a great discussion, and I think it helped folks really kind of understand some of the key nuances and where to start and how folks like ISOS Technology can help them.
That's fantastic. Number 2 on our list was our webinar, 5 Rules for Cleaning and Organizing Your Atlassian House. It's a common topic across all Jira admins, across everybody we know in the Atlassian ecosystem, from clients to partners to inside our own walls. Jira can get pretty messy. Your Atlassian tools can get pretty messy. And so we've been helping organizations solve that problem for years and years. And this was our top 5 rules for keeping your Atlassian tools clean. If this problem sounds at all familiar to you, I suggest you check it out. All right, Sandeep, drum roll to get us to our top piece of content.
The number 1 webinar and content of the year was SRE as a Service, Transforming DevOps from Build to Run. Again, just another great webinar that, brought in some SRE and slow experts, service level objectives, site reliability engineering. These are key buzzwords in the industry right now, obviously with some of the things that the folks at Google have done and some of the new products that are coming out of the space. I think it was great to talk about the evolution of DevOps and where it's going. It's a constantly changing field. There's new processes, new tools, new ways to do things. And I think it was just a amazing experience for those folks that joined and a great one to click into. And if you haven't seen it yet, we do have these recorded webinars on our site. Definitely check them out. I think valuable information, especially as you're starting to look into a lot of these major topics and major content areas for 2021.
I would agree. And what's interesting is I'm definitely seeing a theme here, which is DevOps is still a hot topic. Everybody thought DevOps was solved 10 years ago. DevOps is an ongoing, it's forever going. It's something that, a lot of people are still having a lot of interest in. Agile topics are huge. ITSM is huge. So it's not a real shock, but just good validation.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think, we're talking about 2021, but I definitely see 2022, these same topics being some of the key areas that organizations are focusing on too. So we'll see more of that to come.
So Sandeep, that's a lot of what that webinar covers, but you're kind of on the front lines with our customers, and maybe you could talk a little bit more about what that means to exactly.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks, Ed. I think it's huge, right? I think, Jira and the Atlassian tools have grown organically so much over the years, and many organizations, it started with like 5, 10, 15 users, and it's now into the thousands and, hundreds of users. And these organizations are running into how do we scale and build out this product to run across the organization. So, we spend a lot of time going through and reading, all how and what and why they've set up the tools a certain way. What are some of their workflows? Why they're doing some of the things they're doing, and then offer proper best practices. Help set up governance to put these instances in a place where they can now scale and take on additional users, acquisitions, and so forth. And that's one aspect. The other aspect, obviously, your organizations are looking at Agile and portfolio management and Align and some of the other tools out there. And the data that comes into those tools really is fed from Jira. And if your data is not great in Jira, then you're not going to get anywhere with portfolio management or Align or some of those other areas. So I think the audit and assessment and work we do in this webinar was great for organizations to see that, hey, there is some initial investment up front before you can get from step A to step B per se.
Yeah, and I think you nailed it. I think that, like you said, the biggest culprit is Jira, and that's where Jira configurations, where people need to scrub workflows, look at standards, KPIs, all of that, just that blocking and tackling in Jira that can really get out of control and sprawl. So it makes a lot of sense.
Thanks for joining us as we talked about the top 5 content or tools for 2021. For more information, you can download our webinars and white papers at the links below. Thanks again.